There are other headlines surrounding this though. So
Well,
Afghan refugees can't flee in Ukraine.
Afghan refugees can't flee in Ukraine. Okay, as in they're not
So,
given special priority.
in Ukraine, it's actually quite a big attraction point for people that are looking to study, and they get a lot of
Medical
international
students, man.
students.
So many medical students been on the
So they
news.
get medical students to go there, right?
Mm.
So over
Keep,
20% of
yeah.
their 20% of students in Ukraine are African,
Mm.
which is I didn't even
A
know that,
lot. Yeah, I
right?
don't know.
But there's a lot of information being put out there of black people and even Indian people being stopped at borders and told they can't cross,
As in other people have been prioritized.
as in other people have been prioritized. They're not allowed to cross over. And it's weird because there's no logical reason why you would do that. The reason really is simply because of the skin of their skin color. And
Seem
the
as
reason
less
why I can back
valuable.
that up is because there's no paperwork that needs to be done to process you to cross the border as a refugee. You don't need visas. You don't even need a passport that's in date. So what would the logical reason be to stop somebody from crossing over?
Yeah, exactly. I agree. So you're just valuing someone's life less.
So you're valuing
Okay.
people based on, again, at a time of a humanitarian crisis, somehow they managed to weave in black and white. And that's what I find hysterical, but also unbelievable. How can you do that at a time like this? Just let them through, let people through. They'll be like, oh yeah, you. Oh no, not you. I'm like, hang on,
You go
why?
fight. Yeah.
No, it isn't even you go fight. It's you stay here. And
Mm.
apparently the issue is at the Polish border. It's not anywhere else. So Nigerian students and South African students have been told to stop going to the Polish border and to go to other borders. So there's other borders available in Romania, I think it is, for them to cross through.
That will
They've
allow
been
them to
told to
come
make
through.
their way there to go and cross through.
Okay. I received a message yesterday in one of our WhatsApp groups, which was uh, some information essentially from an Indian consulate, which was arranging for buses to pick up at borders students and whatever, whatever. So there has
Yeah,
been some movement from the Indian government, at least. But yeah, that is not what you'd expect, man.
it's dark. It's dark
Like
because
how can a crisis and chaos on this magnitude not simplify things and equalize things? If
now
that
for
doesn't do
that,
it, what doesn't do it?
there are clips circulating online, which clearly are true because you can see aggression from locals in Ukraine stopping people from crossing over into Poland because I can't understand the language. But it seems like it's being really enforced at like a local level. Don't let them pass through, let other people through first as priority. They can go afterwards,
Hmm.
which isn't right. I mean,
Right.
it's just it's horrible, man. And this has already come to light because one of the benefits of social media, there was a hashtag called
Hmm.
African Ukrainian or something, or Africa Ukraine. And
Yep.
that was showing all these little clips, and journalists are starting to pick up on it, saying, "Well, why are they not being allowed over through crossings
Somebody
and
asked
stuff?"
it. Somebody asked it to a Ukrainian person on the border. He said they asked like, "Is that person also going to be allowed? Are they going to be allowed?" And that person, well, I don't know, but he basically said, I don't know. That's not my decision. It was a volunteer they were asking. But you're
Yeah,
right. Journalists have picked up on this thing, and it's good that they're putting some light on it.
yeah, and some people were talking about being kicked off trains because the officials were taking on. Well, they weren't taking non-Ukrainian people and non-Europeans, but they were specifically told that Black Africans could not get on the trains. So this is all stuff that's been put through by people on the ground that have obviously struggled to make passage out of the country.
And again, what is your agenda, man? Like,
I think the agenda is that our country first, everything else second. That's the agenda.
okay, if you're receiving, um, refugees of war, then what is it? What do you think is going to happen with colored people? What are they going to do? I don't,
But their life isn't worth as much.
yeah, but why isn't it? Again, it comes back to our point about racism, how it's really deeply ingrained, and even this level of chaos is not enough to
It's not enough
disrupt
to just
that.
shed it all and be like, yeah, fuck
Yeah,
it.
disrupt that pattern of thought, which is worrying, very worrying. Like, there's not much else that can top this, man.
No.